Hello everyone, we are back. The No Major Glitches League is back for another season. We're back on the vanilla ROM. We're not playing on rando, so we don't have the sprites, we don't have MSUs. Just good old vanilla Link to the Past. And we got Yeroc and FoxLisk, our first matchup of the season. Power Hera division, the highest of the three divisions. And we got Shex Human to do the commentary, and I'll leave it to you.
Thanks, VX. Welcome, everyone. We have Corey versus FoxLisk in our first race of the new season. And once again, this is NMG League. And if you remember last season, we played vanilla preset. So this season will be a lot like that, except we are removing quick swap and adding text back to the game. In fact, it is vanilla. So, hope everyone enjoys. Our racers are getting ready. This first match is the Hera division right now. Our top competitors in NMG League. Our runners will be getting started any second now. And they're off. So we have a telepathic message from Zelda. She is going to wake Link up in his sleep. And you know what? Link's uncle is awoken as well. And our uncle tells us to stay at home, but we're just going to follow him out the door anyway. And so our first of our 14 segments, well, is it 14? Maybe it's 15 or so. So anyway, our first segment is escape. The castle escape. We are going to sneak our way into the castle, and then we will find Zelda and escape the castle, which is taken over by guards that have been sort of mind controlled by the evil wizard Aghanim. And escape is all about good movement, clean door entry, avoiding damage, and pumping. Oh, and also stair drag cancel. So we see a little left-right movement at the top of the stairs for Corey. So that can save up to 10 frames at the top and bottom of every staircase, every manual staircase. And what do we have here? We've got sort of a different method from Fox we don't always see. Maybe it was an accidental hit, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was just a 3/ that I'm not familiar with. And from Corey, we had a nice left spin. Oh, wow. So Fox didn't escape the guards in stealth room. He wasn't stealthy enough. Oh! Fox, please. So Fox missed the spin on the boomerang guard. This has allowed Corey to pull ahead by a second or so. Maybe 2 seconds. Alright, now for the ball and chains guard. We want to avoid clinks. We're seeing Corey get a couple of clinks in a row. We saw Fox take damage. And Corey makes it to Zelda first. Corey booms a guard out of the way. Not a big deal. All right, now we retrace our steps. But we don't fight so many guards this time. In fact, we avoid all the remaining guards. And our runners take the upper stairs, which is good. The bottom stairs are for casual boots, maybe. Maybe other categories. But in this category, we take the upper stairs. And where do our runners like to diagonal? There we go. So our runners are now moving the ornamental shelf. And fun fact, we cannot move this shelf unless we have both Zelda and the lamp. So any attempts to play this game lampless are met with this obstacle. Ooh, wow. Okay, Fox handles the snakes well. He was blocked by 4 of the snakes. That was pretty crazy. And even a snake on the way to the key chest and Dark Cross. Oh, so we have a south dashing rat for Corey. Fox misses the key on the west side. Not totally sure what caused that miss. Maybe an early throw or something along those lines. Maybe something else was caught. Not totally sure. All right, so now we have the last room of escape where our runners avoid a text box trigger by moving along the top of the wall. And they're out. Next up is Eastern Palace. And our runners will need to mash through some text here. We can speed up this text with certain tricks that might come up if you're lucky. Really only one, which would be a combination of slashing and getting hit by a rat. And that is not shown this time, so we don't get to see it. That's all right. And our runners are walking to the east, walking a quarter of the way around the world. It's still all about clean diagonals, avoiding damage. Our runners don't have boots yet, so the movement is restricted to walking. And we're still seeing our runners turn at the top of staircases. Corey puts a lot of work into manual stair drag cancel. So well done, Fox. On his way now, doing the same at the top of some staircases. All right, so our runners will want rupees in their route, and that's what we want in this category. We have to collect 110 rupees before Palace of Darkness. For now, however, our runners do not have rupees. Fox has merely 1. All right, Stolfo spawn. Well done for Corey. He even uses a boomerang to pick up a magic decanter, which can save up to 3 frames. There's a refill save at the end, and a cost of using the boomerang. So those cancel each other out. And if you have to move at all, you're going to lose that time save. Corey did not have to move, so that was a good throw. Into the dark rooms. How is Corey going to get past the popos? More boomerangs. Good. Fox slashed a popo and was able to spawn a blue. Now up to 6 rupees. All right. Anti-fairy skip for Corey. Well done. And Fox as well. Very nice. Our runners both using stair drag cancel at the bottom of stairs. Now it's time to get the longbow out of the big chest. And our runners are off to Gifted with Greenies. And Corey gets in the Greenie's face and takes it out. Well done for Fox. Corey gets slightly stuck on the double anti-fairy room. Well done for Fox. The anti-fairies do not touch each other. And VGR goes well for Corey and Fox as well. Double readies, no problem. And we have a Pinkus strat for Corey with 1 arrow down. And Fox as well. Textbook. So there we go. We have Corey just barely ahead of Fox still after some initial mistakes from Fox. Fox has maintained a steady pace. And Corey has a slight lead. Now it's time to go fast. Our runners will turn in their Pendant of Courage they earned from Armos. And show Sahasrahla, I guess. I'm not sure if Link is actually turning it in. Regardless, we're rewarded with the Pegasus shoes. And now we can immediately use boots-based minor glitches, exclusive to Japanese 1.0 version. And spin speed goes well for Corey, and for Fox too. Now, the movement is all about maximizing dashes, good dash lines, dashing onto slopes. And we have the unholy spin speed for Corey, taking a spin speed into the library to save frames. Fox not going for it. And shows us the dash movement. Corey uses spin speed on the way back, and that saves a good bit. And Fox does the same, but we saw some dust from Link, and that meant that A was pressed at the wrong time. So Fox made the right call in canceling and continuing a dash. Rather, using dashes to complete the room. Alright, off to Desert. This is the Desert Palace segment, and we're using our Pegasus boots to just go fast through the hallways of the desert, basically. There's also bonk tech, like we saw in the library, to get the book, to get into desert. Wow, an early stop for Fox. We get a big nudge on the ledge before desert. That scared me because I thought we would bonk. And we have the Devil Ant dash for Corey. That was a dash in place. We might be, yeah. We saw Fox step to the side during that, and both are valid strats. I'm not totally sure of the dangers and the differences between them. I want to say Corey's is faster since he doesn't have to move Link to the right, but I don't know that for sure. All right, I missed the 20 for Corey. That must have been an Eastern, but I'm not totally sure. So Corey is well set on rupees. And we have Fox with 12, which is good. More is a little bit better, but as long as we have over 4, we are content. We get some book spam from Corey, which does not make Link go faster. I'm sorry to say. I have to dispel that myth. We have Desert 2 spin speed from our runners. This is a dangerous trick. I should have mentioned it, but our runners are able to use a pause buffer to control their movement more sharply, let's say. And our runners don't fall off the ledge, so that is good. We don't really see that in tournament play. So our runners did fine. And we have torches for Corey. He's able to take a breather at 16 minutes and 6 seconds in. And Fox just 10 seconds behind. I'm not sure what has accounted really for Fox's time loss. We did see a missed spin speed. Anywho, we have Landmo. A nice Landmo start for Corey. Second, third worms get a little hairy in phase 2, second cycle. Wasn't able to clean it up in the third. Looks like an early fourth cycle. Fox having a little bit of trouble, but not far behind. Maybe a 3 cycles? Alright, so now it's the Hera segment. Tower of Hera is the most dangerous segment, essentially. Oh, we have a safe desert exit for Fox. That's nice. We saw a different strat from Corey, the Sandman dash. And so this segment starts with an overworld that leads to a shortcut, a sequence break, the popularly known fake flippers. So let's see how Corey does. Fox right behind. All right, well done for both runners. Oh, that was a funny. What did Fox do? I'm not sure what that was. It looked like Fox walked into a pickle. All right. So anywho, our runners use the fake flipper shortcut to get to the area near Death Mountain where they need to pick up a rock using their power gloves they just found. And now it's time to mash text as the old man talks to us. And now we avoid dead rocks. Good RNG for Corey. And Fox dashes to the right, which is hilarious. I did not expect that. Obviously, we did not go dashing speed. But we did get to hold our sword out for what that's worth. And both runners get Death Mountain spin speed, no problem, which is really important. And how are our quick warps here? It looked like Fox at least got a quick warp. Our runners use the mirror on certain pixels to speed up the transition by 34 frames, which is significant. It adds up through the course of a run. Okay, so we have boomerang strats for Corey and Fox. And I didn't see what slowed Corey down there, but Fox is essentially tied with Corey at this point. So now our runners will want to do a 3-button same frame input. They both get it. The boom dash, well done. And that allows them to get to the other side of the pegs. We even get some nice dashing in place from Corey. Okay, yeah, that's one of those things. Fox is just a little too eager to throw the boomerang. So it cost him the time of bonking, essentially. And our runners are out. Corey with a slight lead after that bonk from Fox. Alright, Beetle Room. This is a tricky one. Yeah. It looked like Fox caught up for a second, but then exited the room slightly slower. So here we are in Petting Zoo as we try to avoid being pet by the Moldorms. All right, early bomb jump for Fox. Let's go. Very well done. Fox gets across first. Corey misses the spin setup somehow. I didn't quite see what caused that issue. So he's going to take his time. He does not have the muscle memory for this. So he's not getting the backup. He's going to get the Moon Pearl the vanilla way. There we go. Meanwhile, Fox is off to Moldorm. All right. I'm not totally sure what happened with Corey's bomb jump, so I didn't see what caused the error. Meanwhile, we've got Moldorm all over the place for Fox. Still, he's able to keep it under control in the end. And Corey is now fighting Moldorm. Okay. Alright, we've got aggro Moldorm on a downward dash. Corey's able to essentially make it a poke dash, or a very short dash. Well done. And Corey pulls it together to complete Hera. And now we're in the Aghanim segment, so our runners will need to do a few things. First, they need to make sure they collect enough rupees for Kiki later, then they'll collect the Master Sword. And they want to avoid damage because they'll be getting beams, and there's a lot of good beam tech to use in this segment. And then we'll be going to Aghanim. So for anyone interested in counting BBs, Aghanim's blue balls or blue energy shots, there is a prediction in chat. And we have a Master Sword for Fox. GG Sword. Corey is not far behind. So the prediction is who gets more BBs? Yeroc, Fox, or Ty? The numbers are jumping around. All right, so our runners have collected tree rupees. Fox has anyway. We'll see Corey. I'm not totally sure what his enemies are that he needed to destroy. Our runners have options of enemies. Does he slash this bird? Yes, he does. So that's the 4th kill for Corey. And he'll be pulling the tree. There it is. 80 rupees. Easy. Meanwhile, Fox is going into Aghanim's tower. And he's going to slash the barrier. Barrier destroyed. Well done. Okay, so Corey took a couple of steps to get the lineup before entering the castle. That dash is deceivingly difficult because there's so much lag that occurs beforehand. We also really want that lineup because we don't want to risk taking damage. Sometimes there's nothing we can do, like when we come into Dark Maze, we might take damage, but having beams in the first 2 rooms of Agatower is very good. We see our runners dash through the spear guards, preserving their prize pack. We want their prizes for later. They're in the same prize pack as Pokies later in Turtle Rock. All right, Fox pushes the guards out of the way. Somehow misses the dash at the top, but it's fine, he just redashes. I'm not totally sure what caused that issue. All right, we have a bow aggro for Fox. Very good. And there we go. Fox, oftentimes we see him throw the boomerang at the end of Red Alert. And that's just in case a heart drops. Having full hearts is good because then there's no refill at the end. And we get a diagonal boom throw from Fox. It does not hit the guard. The guard hits Link, and then the boomerang hits the guard on the way back. Nice circle of pots from Corey. And Corey is not far behind. Maybe he's made up time. I didn't quite see the differentials. All right, here we are at our RNG boss. There's not too much we can do to control this fight. First of all, we don't want to miss anything. We don't want to miss any energy balls. And we want to hit Aghanim into wherever we think he'll warp. And we generally hit him into the middle to do that. Looks like we have 1 blue ball for Fox so far. for Corey. And just 1 total for Fox, so that is quite nice. Only a 6-second time loss over optimal. Another one for Corey. Only 2 for Corey, so that's pretty nice. Prediction result is Yeroc. So Corey gets more blue balls in this race. However, it was only 2, and Fox did have 1. So the difference is just 6 seconds. That's really not a big deal. If we see our runners get through Ganon's Tower, the final Ganon fight, with a 6-second difference, that would be pretty amazing. There's a lot of RNG that can happen even at the very last segment. Alright, so now it's time for Palace of Darkness. Our runners find their way through the hedge maze, and they are followed by a monkey that we have to pay to get inside. We've got a spear thrower for Fox. He knows how to deal with that. Just throw the boomerang, continue. And nice menu buffer to do the Kiki dash and get Kiki. Do we get a high or low hop for Kiki? We get a low hop. And we get a bomb pickup for Fox. Oh, we get another spear thrower. And Corey does the same. Oh, we do not get a Kiki dash for Corey, so we see Corey lose maybe a couple of seconds on Kiki. Do we get a low or high hop? Low hop. Really low hop. All right. And we get a ledge hop for Fox after a buffer with a sword. Well done. He uses the buffer after slashing the Bari. We always want to slash that Bari from the left. Otherwise, it can dodge the beam for some reason. That's right, Kiki has different RNGs, but they don't appear to affect the time that it takes to get in. And big key in hand, FoxLisk now going to the big chest. It's time for the hammer jump to get to the hammer. And let's see how this goes. Fox has to just adjust down very slightly and gets it. Just another slight adjustment and he gets it. So well done. Oh, we get a nice slash from Corey to get through the Bari. And now it's Corey's time for hammer jump. And Corey needs to adjust a bit. And well done. So Corey loses a little bit on some adjustments. Sexy statue from Fox, well done. Fox gets that strat. And we saw the statue in continuous movement. That's what we want to see. And Fox opens his way to the basement. And meanwhile, for anyone just joining us, this is NMG League. This is the any percent, no major glitches No Save and Quit speedrun, the primary speedrun for A Link to the Past. And this is the typical category that we run in NMG League, which occurs multiple times per year. Nice turtle party for Fox, no party. And this season is a little different from last season. Last season was sort of a special one in that we ran the vanilla preset on the randomizer ROM, and that gave us no text mashing, quick swap, and MSU packs to use, along with a different rule set and a different route as a result. But the primary speedrun for this game continues to be the vanilla game, with the no major glitches category. And we had a solid Helma fight for Fox. I talked through it, but this is a hard boss. Oh, we got a nice key dash for Corey. It's a great key dash because he's able to keep out his sword, and he gets spin speed here, which extends the hammer hitbox. It's maybe the only spin speed that's used not for speed purposes, but rather to give us a little bit more range. It can even speed up the fight because there's less running up to Helmasaur. Well done from both runners. We see Corey at full health. I didn't see Fox take damage, but he's down 2 hearts. Okay, good examples from Yoho and Greenham. Thank you very much. We missed our opportunity for pot spin speed, which some runners like to show off. Doesn't do anything, but we get to see it in Hera Basement sometimes. We didn't get to see it today. And Turtle Rock entrance, we might see that later. We'll see. Our runners typically do that. It's a medallion dash. Anyway, now we are in the Thieves Town segment, and we have a long overworld. Our runners need to collect the flute. Swamp? No, we're not in Swamp. Swamp may be the second dungeon, but we are skipping it for a few dungeons. And, oh, I remember which room that is. Yeah, the Hook Dash room. Yeah, that's a good example. All right. So how are our runners doing? We do not see a Kakariko spin speed for Fox on that note. We see Fox standing at the left. Standing at the left of the weather vane allows the duck to leave more quickly. Okay. So we have Usain Bolt spin speed for Corey. Retries, which is good. Definitely wants to get across that room without a fight. Oh, what? Okay, so Corey attempted a flute dash, which allows him to continue a dash without delay. He missed it at first. And of course, we do not see Kakariko spin speed. It's not something we really see in races, maybe only for show. but even then it's quite rare. Alright, so our runners are approaching Thieves Town. That bush dash that Corey just passed through is the weirdest room to me, because two of the trees have weird collision behind them that no other tree in the game has. So there's really a narrow passage for Link to dash through. Alright, now both our runners are in Thieves Town. So here we go in Hellway. Fox gets the God Pixel. Very nice. Oh, got a bop from the spark. Alright, Fox goes into the attic. And what are we doing here? We get the slash up and dash out. That can be one of the harder rooms for beginners. It's just hard. This segment can be one of the more consistent ones, but there's still a lot of hard rooms and a lot of chances to take damage. Alright, attic for Corey. Also slashes up. Alright, so Fox going into blind cell, dashes through. Fox stands still, and this is because he tries to get a dash without moving. Doesn't get it, maybe dash too early, and so has to redash. He wants to stand still because that is a key dash. That is, he's able to collide with the door and open it without bonking. And, okay, so now we're off to blind. Nice cell dashes for Corey. All right, and Fox takes down blind. We see blind left of the light shape, and that means a very well done fight. And it helps that Fox has beams. Beams often allow Link to deal damage to blind more quickly, defying his iframes. I don't know how they're defied, they just are. Corey does not have beams, so will not be able to take advantage. Beams are really a double-edged sword because they can mess you up a little bit. Corey has one of the best fights you can have without beams, with blind just on the edge of the light square. Well done. Now we have Fox going into the Skullwood segment. And this has a short overworld where we need to collect the Tempered Sword. And then we go into a fairly short dungeon, relatively. And Fox rescues a frog, transforms it into the smith. And the smith rewards us by tempering our master sword at a reduced rate, only 10 rupees. And our runners are playing any percent NMG, but fun fact, if we play any percent RMG, our primary goal in that category is to collect 10 rupees just to buy the tempered sword. In terms of money management, we just want 10 rupees. Nice smith dash for Corey. Nice muffins dash for Fox. Not saving any time, but giving us a nice glitched community meme. Maniacal wherever you are. It would be... I would invite you to do commentary for NMG League. Yeah, I was describing a category. Sorry, my apologies. I'm talking about an outdated route. RMG is restricted major glitches. We do more major glitches in that run that are more different, more new, more modern. And we do need money for potions in that category. All right. So I talked through the hardest room, one of the hardest rooms in the game, unfortunately. So we had a nice mummy room from Corey. Fox seems to not have a problem either, although he is down 3 hearts. Let's see how the bomb jump goes for Corey. It's going to be a hover. Not certain of the reason why, but he does save a bomb pickup, so that does save time. Additionally, the hover itself was a time save. So that was a nice risk and reward. All right, moth fight for Fox. We're bouncing this guy around a little bit, but Fox controls it. Well done. Ooh. Corey in the mummy hellway sort of misses an input or something, but is able to recover quickly. And I didn't see Fox's menu. Corey puts a nice menu buffer in the mummy key room, which allows Corey to take a look at where Link has dashed, because he wants to angle the mummy at the spike. Oh, I like this fight for Corey. Yeah, he throws in an extra slash, but takes care of Mothula quickly. Can hover save time over early bomb jump? I'm not totally sure. I would say I don't know. All right. It's ice segment for Fox. Fox is most likely tooting the flute before the transition. This repairs the fire rod in a way that allows him to kill a Freezor quickly later. And in this segment, we have a long overworld to get the Quake Medallion and Zora's Flippers. Yeah, we hear it on Corey's side, the flute. It sort of zeroes the altitude. And the duck and the fire rod area of effect share that altitude. And we want that area of effect to quickly dispatch enemies like the Freezor in the first room of ice. Fox dashes into the transition and Zora's domain. I think Fox will usually cancel that to save frames, but we didn't see that in this case. And I didn't see Fox throw. So looking at Corey, it was a nice quick fish. We saw the rock thrown on the outside of the ring. Let's see, Corey's strat. Yeah, Corey cancels sword before entering Zora's domain. That can save 10 frames or so in the pixelating transition. And our runners high five, same room, longest overworld screen of the game. All right, so what's Fox doing? Fox is doing the Louis dash, Louis menu, not sure what you call it exactly, but takes the Louis route to the left and then down. And that avoids sort of a fight with Zora, let's say. Oop. Okay, Ice 2 doesn't go super well for Fox, but he does keep it under control at the end. We'll need to recover a little magic later. And Corey, we have a clear path down, so no need to go left first. And our runners do not have the Cane of Samaria this season, so they will be taking the bomb jump route. And in this category, we are not allowed to use door state extension. And we have a rightward conveyor for Fox. Does he take advantage of iframes? Yes, he does. And a bomb jump for Fox. We're seeing multiple buffers, but he gets it in the end. Well done. The buffers didn't matter, of course. It's just scary. Oh, no. Okay, Corey had an incident with bad RNG from Abari and does not make his first bomb across. So the hover that we saw before saved a bomb, but Corey needed to use a bomb here. And we have left RNG for Corey and no beam, so we do not see a dash. And the Bari gets out of the way. Oh, Corey also needs to hit the switch, so he slows down slightly here. And we have a Link sort of in the block in a push. I don't know what you call that, but it's like a half movement block push from Fox. And Cold Stare. So Cold Stare can make or break a run. It's a scary fight. Let's see what Fox's strat is. It's a double poke. It looks like it doesn't work. So Fox is going to clean it up Not a problem. Fox cleans it up. In fact, contains the puffs to the right side with probably saved from a little bit of good RNG there. But, you know, good defense from Fox. Zelda. And Cold Stare fight for Corey. Let's see what strat he uses. Looks like it may be a single poke. Oh, he drops it. So what can happen there is we want to have a dash charge, but it's easy to drop that charge. Corey skillfully evading the puffs. It's a very scary fight. And Corey takes down Cold Stare. I was not worried at all. Hee oops. Thanks, Corey. All right, onward for Fox. Fox is doing an overworld in the swamp segment. This is a way to be safer in mire later. And it is the sort of most popular route. Well, let's see. Fox will be collecting ether here in swamp. I'm pretty sure it's not a long swamp, so we won't be seeing ice rod. I could be wrong, but we will see ether and then we'll see swamp. That much I know. And our default drop falls from the sky. It's the ether medallion. And we're off to swamp. So yes, Fox continues on to swamp here. Meanwhile, Corey, look at that. Look how lined up Link is with that warp. Well done, quick warp for Corey. Oh, we got a dead rock in the way. Corey slashes it out. Corey summons the ether medallion. Is that a quick warp for Fox? Yes, it is. Swamp entry quick warp. Very nice. And we get a dash from Fox. Slash down to clean up the hovers. Meanwhile, Corey's on his way. Both runners doing the same route makes my job easy. We had a press to get stair drag cancel. I didn't quite see if we got... It doesn't look like Corey got the quick warp. Maybe it was 1 pixel too far to the left, perhaps. For anyone not aware of quick warps, they occur every 2 pixels out of 8 on the x-axis. So when our runners line up quick warps, they can be on one of 2 pixels. Okay, Corey has to clean up after a short dash in Swamp 1. So where are we on resources? We have 21 arrows for Fox, which is pretty good. I bet we won't see the restock room. And for Corey, he has 9 arrows, so I bet we will see it. I could be wrong about these predictions, but this is my guess. We have Fox above the crystal switch for the cutscene. Very nice. So Corey, thrown off by a few issues early in the game, continues a very strong run. Fox maintaining a lead since Hera. Fox is continuing to the left into the social firebar room. And we'll be getting big keys soon. What does Fox do here? I'm not sure if it's a hammer dash or a dash. It's a hammer dash. Corey makes it above the crystal as well. Maybe pixels to the left of Fox. They're both basically in the same place. Good timing for both runners. We get a hammer dash from Corey at the bottom of the room. Nice and clear for him there. And we have a setup for Fox to use the hook shot and hook into the pot and get the key. Takes a bop from a Phelp before the dash down. And here's the hook dash room. So here's that next example of a hook speed in which we do not get super speed. So that hook speed allows Link to instantly pick up a pot even while behind a statue. I do not recall the technical details of that, but it is a pretty neat effect of having that Link state. And will we see Fox? No, Fox missed the restock room. Go back down, go back down. No, Fox is fine. Cancels the door dash down. Hook dash room for Corey. This is additionally a difficult room. And it's hard to do both sides of it well. One thing we saw from Fox when pushing... Okay, by the way, we have the Argus fight. I should have paid attention to that. Nice phase 1 for Fox. I didn't quite see how that went. But good fire rod, good phase 2. Yeah, one thing to watch in that hook dash room is walking up to the statue. Some runners walk diagonally into the statue, which is unnecessary. We just want to walk straight up into the statue. Phelps way for Corey, takes a bop. That's pretty normal. In fact, was at full hearts before that bop. Alright, Argus fight for Corey. Let's see how this goes. He loses the hook. Retries. Gets a rinse cycle. And quickly on to phase 2. Phase 2 goes well for Corey. All right, so a difference of one cutscene divides our runners. Unfortunately, it's the longest cutscene, crystal cutscene of the game. All right, Fox is off to Meyer. We will be seeing Ice Rod in the next segment, the segment that we need it in. Interesting menu for Fox as he approaches Misery Mire. And we have the Mire opening cutscene. Will we see a bird toss from FoxLisk? We will not. Fox goes into Mire. Already with the fire rod in hand. Fox goes for Fast Mire 2. Gets it, except misses the popo in the end somehow. we have an Ice Rod and Mire for Corey. So we have a nice route divergence to talk about. And we have Corey getting Ice Rod, uses his menu to watch his dash. As he approaches a crab, continues the dash. Will Fox beat the fireball? No, he retreats. He will not be attempting beat the fireball. Oh! Fox misses the beam to the left as well. That Bari kind of dodged. We have an upward walking slug for Fox. Fox has a nice reaction and slashes to the right. He gets a free bomb out of it. We don't really need it, but there it is. Fox typing a number in chat. 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 30 seconds. This is his torches time. We have a fast Mire 2 from Corey. Well done. No cleanup needed. Hawk's avoiding damage, even though the fire snakes really want to hurt Link. Fox doesn't let it happen. I think Corey got slow RNG with the fire snake. Oh wow, he gets a rightward rod. That was weird. All right. And just a minute and a half later, Corey lights the torches. And Corey's not a minute and a half behind. He used one of those minutes to get the ice rod. And Fox gets Spooky 1. That is spooky action at a distance. We get to use the area of effect of the fire rod manipulated to throw the effect upwards and hit crystal switches. In fact, 3 crystal switches in a row, amazingly. Nice pause buffer for Fox. And we go into the Vitreous fight. Fox takes care. Okay, we're getting up close. It's all good. Well done cleanup for Fox. Nice fight. Corey continues. I haven't mentioned Samaria, the most broken item in the game, but we are using it simply to hold a switch down in this dungeon. We do, that's right, it's not just lying a block down that our runners do, though. Our runners have to avoid zeroing out the altitude variable that we did in the ice segment, because we do want to use the bird, and we manipulate the variable before taking the portal transition to this overworld. All right. That's a lot of words to say that our runners have to press A and then Y very quickly before the switch. All right, Vitreous fight for Corey. And cleans up with no cleanup. phase 1 is done without cleanup needed. Fox throws the bomb. Did not see why that needed to happen, but it needed to happen. And Fox collects the ice rod and is now on his way at 108.55, landing in Death Mountain. Fox makes sure to slash every dead rock and get through the overworld with no damage. Keep it up, Fox. You're doing great. And Corey lands in Death Mountain under a minute behind. And do we see it? Yes, we do. We saw a Waffle House drive-thru attempt. Corey did take a bop, unfortunately, which caused Link to lose his spin speed, but that's okay. Worthy attempt. And now Fox is showing us another example of hook speed. It's sort of a spin speed or hook speed state. It's medallion speed. So we did not see super speed from Fox, but just being in that state with an item dash allows Link to get a quick hop first frame without pressing A. Is it free? It's free for Corey. We saw a quick warp to transition to Turtle Rock. All right, roller room for Fox. Taking it safe. Corey now entering Turtle Rock. Oh! We get a fairy for Fox. This is nice. Nice to have beams for this room. He does not get to use beams because the chomps are in the way. Nice torches for Corey. And Fox continues after a nice roller room for Corey. Fox now into Pokey 1. We get a downright Pokey. Fox will have to turn into a bunny. Bunny Fox. Alright, what do we got for Corey? Corey goes up because the RNG is bad. So, nice backup on that RNG. Well done for Corey. Fox now approaching Pokies 2. Let's see what we get here. Double upright. That's a double spin. Fox not a fan of the double spin. However, uses it to good use. Very well done. Same Poke 1 RNG for Corey. Corey's now a bunny. One thing we saw from Corey was a true boot tonight. One thing we saw from Corey was true blue frames. Oh my gosh, I can't say this. So, Corey unpoofs after leaving the pipe, which is an animation that we can cancel. And we can cancel it by pausing or by tapping A. And so Corey taps A to unpoof. to continue without the poof animation, that is. True blue frames. I literally cannot say it. Oh, I didn't see the laser bridge skip, laser skip for Fox, but it seems like it went well. All right, on to the Trinex fight. Fox gives us a poke dash to save a little bit of magic usage at Trinex. Very well done. Oh. All right, Corey has a bit of a fight with the beetle. Loses a couple seconds there. And Fox cleans up Trinex. Corey doesn't get the lineup for the Samaria dash, but walks it out. It's all good. And we see Corey using a standard fight strat, no poke dash. And we see both of our runners switch to hook shot. And this is primarily for 2 hook speed techniques. One Fox showed us on the exit. Another one will be at the entrance. Fox puts his sword away after a dash, which allows the crystal cutscene to save on lag frames. And a solid turtle rock from both runners. They do not take a lot of damage. Well done for both runners. Fox onto Ganon's Tower, the most challenging, most fun segment. So many difficult rooms. All right, do we get a spike skip? Yes, we do. Well done, Fox. Oh, that's a strat. Fox opens the key door before getting the key. Huh. And Fox does not use a block clip in Fire Snakes. Interesting. Maybe it was a little early, or he just didn't go for it. Corey now entering Ganon's Tower. Nice warp skip for Fox. Fox has 1 bomb left. Ooh, what did we get here for Corey? A standard spike skip room without the skip. And ice armors for Fox. 3 up. Get a block clip for Corey. Oh, I didn't mention Fox got mic arrows, and that allows him to skip the big key arrows. Oh no, Corey doesn't get the warp skip. I missed Fox's mimics, unfortunately. I know Fox goes for a Mira mimics if he can, and attempts to clip out a mimic. Uh-oh. Corey's fine. Okay, so Fox goes into Gauntlet. He goes for an upward slash in G2. He does a ring around G3. He gives us the FoxLisk arrow in G4. So called because Fox just did it. And the rest seems to go fine. Corey now going into mimics. Well done, mimics. Fox gets a 2-cycle landmo. Corey goes for the Eddie arrow in the Peg Igor room. That is the Eddie arrow. That's not a meme name. It's a strat that Eddie came up with fairly recently to save frames. Both Corey and Fox get the same RNG in G1, and Corey takes advantage of it with a rightward dash. Very nice. Corey goes for the up slash as well. Corey goes for the Corey arrow in G4. Oh! Okay, here we go. Slight party in G5. I love this. Bump Bunny, thank you for the pickle. And Moldorm 2 for Fox. Let's see how this goes. Will we see a Moldorm bounce? No, we will not. Fox defeats Moldorm. Fox continues to Aga 2, which, in my opinion, is the most challenging fight in the game. And let's see. Fox's strat here. It looked like that might have been a double. Oh, does he? Okay, that was a chance for a triple, but it was a tricky one. Fox does get 2. Oh, misses the 3rd phase, so we're into the 4th phase now. Does need 2 hits, surprisingly, to me. But does take Aga 2 out on the 4th phase. Very nice. And Corey, on to Moldorm 2. Will we get a hover? Will we get a defeat of Moldorm? What do we get today? Nice and easy hover. Very well done. Oh, do we get the double dash? Nice helmet bumper room for Corey. All right, Ganon fight for Fox. What are we doing here? We get downward facing Ganon. Fox goes for this so that Ganon stops slightly sooner, saving frames. And meanwhile, we are also watching Aghanim 2 for Corey. So that was a nice 1-in-1 for Fox. Corey is able to save time at Aga 2. Very nice fight. I believe that was a 3 cycle, saving time. And let's see our RNG for Fox. It looks like it's been an okay phase 3. It's all about warps here. Oh, here we go for Fox. We get a blue spin. Yeah, I think we got a blue cape spin there. And the cycles look a little tricky for Fox, but it looks like he's got his rhythm now. Corey does the same thing as Fox. In fact, Ganon warps to the same mid-left position. And Fox got Torch Glitch, so he's just wrapping up phase 4 now. And there's the last hit. GG's to Fox as Ganon explodes and Fox holds up his sword. Corey also gets the same Ganon. What is this, vanilla preset? Oh, nice Torch Glitch. So Corey gets a very nice setup for phase 4. This is why we watch NMG League. We've got 2 runners of similar strengths using similar strats at the same time. Very, very close race. At least close enough to compare strats. 1 room at a time. Very well done. GG's to Corey. Nice race and nice run. We had a 125 from Corey and a 124 from Fox. So both runners achieving a run in the minute of their own PB. And welcome in, Corey. GG's on this race. Nice run.
Hey, GG's. Thank you, dude.
And that was a hard-fought race after Hera. How did you feel about that race?
I mean, like, I guess I don't want to say I didn't have a lot of expectations going into it, but I knew it was going to be a really tough race for me. Like, there was definitely the non-zero chance that RNG was going to play a factor in the run. Unfortunately, I didn't expect it to be quite like that. But, you know, I feel like... GG's, by the way, Fox.
GG.
I feel like I kept it relatively close, all things considered. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, it was really close, I think, until maybe the Cold Stare party, and then our routes diverged a little bit, and then I guess it was a little less close. I had like a very good Turtle Rock, and then a good tower, except for Agatu. Like, I got 741 and 711 in game, which is like pretty fast. So
yeah, my TR was slightly less good. I had a pretty good GT. I almost golded.
Nice,
but that doesn't mean all that much. No, it was definitely, yeah. I kind of wish I hadn't had a cold party. Also, I was like sitting there watching your Huss fly around the screen, and I was like, oh, cool, I have an opportunity here, and then just like dropped the poke dash, and I was like, no, dude.
yeah, that feels bad.
Almost died like 3 times. That was fun. Yeah, that Hera bomb jump. Holy crap! Like, I just like blanked. I was like, what do I do? Do I hover this? Like, I went and pushed the star tile, and I was like, do I just go? And I'm like, no, because if I fall, like, that's terrible. Like, I was like, I'll just go upstairs. I'll just eat the time loss and just go.
Right. So what do you think caused the issue? I didn't see.
It was the
Like-
rupee drop from that stupid Moldorm up in the corner.
In the
I saw it
corner
happen.
to the right.
I saw it happen too. Because I normally what I do is I do the ledge check with the spin a little bit to the left so that I don't put a hitbox there, and I just forgot. I just wasn't thinking about it, and then I saw him like come over, and I'm like, oh no! Like I saw him come over, and I saw him get hit. Like not that long ago, I had a very similar one of those where I hit the Moldorm and got a rupee drop, but the bomb went off like literally the frame before it spawned the rupee, so it went off like normal. This time I wasn't that lucky. And so, but I do normally try and like mitigate that by being away from there, and then I walk back to the right before the bomb goes off.
Right.
And I just didn't think about it this time.
Yeah, good warning to everyone else. So thank you for doing that in the very first race.
Hey, reminder, this can happen to you.
Yeah. Yeah, and congrats on the win. Fox, how did you feel about your race after Escape didn't go your way?
Escape, I did not do anything right in Escape. It was mostly pretty solid. Like I said, the endgame was pretty good. I wasn't very happy with like the mid game. Like Skullwoods was pretty slow. Ice was obviously, the cold stare was bad, but the overworld wasn't that good either. I messed up Ice too. Swamp was like fine, but fine with a missed zero cycle ends up being pretty bad. But it was okay. You know, the like pod and thieves were good. The end game was good. I can't complain too much, right? It's a 124. It's all right. No real complaints.
Yeah, well done.
I gotta stop having 516 Aga towers. Like that's not okay.
Yeah,
but, you know,
we saw the
it was fun. It was fun being like basically even with the restream, or your side of the restream for like the entirety of Aga Tower, and I was like, sweet, I'm gaining time. Let's go. This is fine.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to compare.
But then, yeah, Dark World is definitely not my strong suit. So like, I was just watching time like bleed away the whole time. I'm like, man, oh well. Let's at least have some fun with it.
Tough game. I mean, you put up a good run. This was what, plus 30 seconds on your PB, right?
Yeah, which was almost entirely I had a puff party in my PB as well, so this was almost entirely the Hera bomb jump fiasco.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good run. I'm sorry for getting my first 124 in like 6 months during our race. Otherwise, you probably would have beat me.
I mean, that's what you got to do, right? That's how you.
That's the way it goes.
You got to win, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not upset about this. This is how I expected this to go, more or less. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for the comms checks. I was watching along, obviously. Did a great job. Enjoyed listening.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun to watch and talk about. There's a lot happening in this game. So pretty cool to see runners of similar caliber handle rooms one after another. So thanks for racing it, you guys. Any final thoughts before we wrap up?
Yeah, any last words?
No, just GG's again to Corey. Thanks to Chex and ZSR for putting us on. I'll let you guys take it away.
Yep, GG's again, Fox. Thanks, guys.
Make sure to give both our runners a follow. Links are in chat. Thank you to Chex for commentating this. Coming up in about an hour on this channel, we'll have another, or not on this channel, on ZSR main, we'll have Zelda 2 randomizer action. Ari and Relkin are playing at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. And yeah, there's a lot. We're just getting started here. There's a lot of NMG League action over the next 3 weeks. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.